Hi, folks. Well, I think that a lot of my YouTube channel is going to be devoted to my horrible dating experiences because there's so many. Um, Basically, my very first internet dating experience with somebody who I did not see a photo beforehand. He bamboozled me. He said that he was not internet savvy, not computer literate, and he did not know how to upload a photo onto the dating site in which we had met. He described himself as 6'5", 260 pounds, grayish blonde hair, crystal blue eyes. Um, he was a general contractor, owned his own business, football player build, he said. Um, he played bass in a band. He was very funny. We talked on the phone, and he just seemed to be a really personable guy. And I said, wow, I don't know if I really, really want to meet somebody without a photo. I said, it's just, it just kind of creeps me out a little bit. And he's like, I'm not scary. So we planned on meeting at an Outback Steakhouse. I figured I really, really like crappy chain restaurants that make really tough steak and rubbery chicken, and but they have the chocolate down under cake or the chocolate thunder down under. What the fuck? I don't care. It was chocolate, and I was PMSing at the same time. So I thought, kill two birds with one stone. So, anyways, I was going to meet him, and he knew what I looked like because he saw my picture, knew what kind of car I drove, because I was stupid enough to tell him. He drove a big white truck, or so he said, and basically I pull into the parking lot of the restaurant, and I find a parking space, and as I'm pulling in, I'm looking, and there's this, how can I say this diplomatically? There's this hunchback lumbering towards my car, waving at me madly, saying, Mindy, it's Wally. Mindy, hi. I put my car into reverse, thinking maybe if I back out now, I could get past him and not kill him by running him over, but I could get out of the situation. Well, unfortunately, he was quicker, even dragging that one leg, much quicker than I was able to get out of that parking space. He opens my car door before I could even put the car back into park and drags me out of the car, lifting me up over his shoulder, hugging me. And then I got the smell. The putrid, icky, sour, sweaty, undetectable something else smell wafting off of him. And I had to hold myself back from vomiting all over him. I'm telling him to put me down, put me down, put me down, and he finally puts me down. And he says, we have a table in the bar, so let's go in and have some drinks and have some good food. And I'm like, just completely numb. I don't know what to say. I also don't want to offend the guy, but whoa, it was pretty bad. So then I follow him into the restaurant, and everybody turns around because he has already been in the restaurant, and he'd been there for a couple hours drinking before I got there. I walk in, everybody turns around, they all look at us, and I say to myself, oh, this is so not good. He sits down, the waitress comes over, I ask for a triple Long Island iced tea, because I'm going to need it, and ask where the restrooms are. She told me. I excuse myself, and I run to the restroom, and I'm standing there, and I'm looking for a window to jump out of. Well, couple seconds later, the waitress comes in and she says, "There's no escape." And I'm like, haha, that's funny. She says, "Is this a blind date?" And I said, "No, but I wish I was." "Do you know if there's like a back way out of this restaurant?" I asked the waitress, being very serious. And she says, "No, but if you walk past your table, he's going to see you, and there's a side exit, but he will see you trying to get away." And I kind of thought to myself, not a good thing. Don't want to do that. So I come back out to the table, and he's sitting there, and he says, "What took you so long?" And I said, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Did it all come out all right?" I'm like, "Ew!" And I just I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's repulsive. I had a cross on my neck that night, and he says to me, he says, "Are you a Christian?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, "Christians are full of shit." I'm like, "What?" "Christians are full of shit. Do you think if there was really a God that he would make something that looked like me? Like me? Do you think God would do something like this?" And I was like, "Okay, it was really nice to meet you." I threw a $10 bill down on the table. He goes, "Where the fuck do you think you're going, young lady?" I'm like, "I'm leaving now." He goes, "You're a Christian girl? I wasn't going to get my dick sucked anyways." I'm like, "Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Good luck to ya." And I just take off running to my car, worried that the hunchback was going to be chasing me. I get in my car, and immediately my cell phone's ringing. I pick up the cell phone, because it's a blocked number. I don't do that anymore. And he's like, "How dare you run out on me?" He goes, "Have you looked in the mirror lately?" I'm like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "You aren't no prize package yourself." And I go, "Look, Quasi, go climb back up into your bell tower and fuck off." Yeah, I said it. And I felt good saying it too. So, anyways, the lesson learned here is, no matter how much they say that they're unable to provide you with a photograph, no matter how wonderful they sound and how charming, you're a fucking idiot if you meet the guy without a picture. Oh, I didn't mention, he's got a glass eye. He had a glass eye. He said he had crystal blue eyes. He wasn't kidding. That eye was crystal, all right. Ooh. So anyways, photos are very important. And disclose. Disclose, disclose. You're being honest, they should be honest too. So anyways, yep, that was possibly the worst internet date I've ever had. So, peace. Ciao.